Imagine two people of the same age. They're both 68 years old. They live in the same city, walk the same streets, and even enjoy the same foods. But there's one difference. The first person's bones remain strong. They easily climb stairs and rarely complain of back pain. The second person's movements become more cautious with each passing year, and any unfortunate fall triggers a fear of a broken bone. What causes this difference? Many people think it all depends solely on calcium, but modern science shows that it's not just calcium that matters, but how the body uses it. And this is where one of the most underrated foods comes into play: hard, aged cheese. Today, we'll take a closer look at why certain types of cheese can be truly beneficial for bones, what nutrients they contain, who benefits from them, and how to properly incorporate them into your diet. Why do bones begin to weaken with age? Most people consider bones to be permanent. It seems as if the skeleton was formed in youth and never changed. In fact, bone is living tissue. Every day, the body breaks down old bone tissue and creates new tissue. When a person is young, new tissue formation occurs more quickly. But after 50 to 60 years, the balance begins to shift. Bone breakdown accelerates. This is especially noticeable in women after menopause. But men also experience a gradual loss of bone density. As a result, bones become weaker. Osteopenia occurs. Osteoporosis can then develop. This is why the risk of hip, spine, and wrist fractures increases with age. Why calcium alone isn't enough. When it comes to bone health, almost everyone thinks of calcium, and rightly so. About 99% of the body's calcium is found in bones and teeth. But there's one problem. Even if a person gets plenty of calcium, it doesn't mean it's getting where it needs to go. Vitamin D is necessary for calcium absorption. Vitamin K2 is important for the proper distribution of minerals. In addition, the body requires proteins, phosphorus, magnesium, and a whole host of micronutrients. If any of these elements are deficient, calcium absorption can be significantly impaired. Therefore, experts increasingly talk not about calcium alone, but about food complexes that work together. And one such product is aged cheese. Which cheese is especially healthy? We are talking primarily about hard, aged cheeses. For example, Parmesan, Gouda, Emmental, Cheddar, Gruyere. These cheeses are distinguished by a high concentration of nutrients. Due to the removal of moisture, the beneficial components become more concentrated. A small piece contains a significant amount of calcium, protein, and phosphorus. Sometimes just 30 to 40 grams can provide as much calcium as is difficult to obtain from many other foods. Vitamin K2, a secret bone helper. The fun begins here. Some aged cheeses contain vitamin K2. Many people have never heard of it, and in vain. This vitamin helps activate proteins that direct calcium to bone tissue. Simply put, it helps calcium get exactly where it's needed. Scientists believe that adequate vitamin K2 intake may play an important role in maintaining bone mineral density. Aged cheeses are especially interesting in this regard, as the vitamin is formed by bacteria during the ripening process. Protein is another important factor. When talking about bones, protein is often forgotten. But bone consists of more than just minerals. Its foundation is a protein framework, which is then saturated with calcium and other minerals. Without enough protein, the body is less able to support bone tissue. Hard cheeses contain high-quality milk protein. It is rich in amino acids, which are essential for tissue repair. Therefore, cheese works in several directions at once. It supplies calcium, it provides phosphorus, provides protein, and some varieties also contain vitamin K2. Why is this especially important after age 60? After age 60, the body begins to absorb nutrients less efficiently. Furthermore, many people eat less than before. This creates a problem. Getting enough nutrients becomes more difficult. This is where foods with a high nutrient density come in. Cheese is one such food. A small portion provides the body with a large amount of nutrients. This is especially convenient for older people with a poor appetite. Can cheese completely protect against osteoporosis? No. No single food can guarantee protection against the disease. Bone health depends on many factors: physical activity, vitamin D levels, adequate protein intake, overall diet, heredity, hormonal balance. However, regular consumption of high-quality dairy products, including aged cheese, can be part of a strategy for maintaining strong bones. How much cheese is there? It's important to remember the importance of moderation here. Hard cheeses are quite high in calories and often contain a lot of salt. Therefore, huge portions won't provide any benefits. For most people, a small portion is sufficient, approximately 30 to 50 grams per day, as part of a balanced diet. It's best to combine cheese with vegetables, herbs, and sources of vitamin D. Conclusion: when people think about bone health, they often look for complex supplements and expensive medications. But sometimes beneficial solutions are much closer. Aged hard cheese is more than just a tasty treat. It contains calcium, phosphorus, high-quality protein, and, in some cases, vitamin K2 nutrients that help maintain bone strength. Of course, one piece of cheese won't turn back the clock. But if you make it part of a healthy diet, add regular walks, strength training, and adequate vitamin D levels, your bones can stay strong for many years to come, and perhaps a small piece of good cheese will become one of the habits for which your bones will thank you.